Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! Remember how I've told you guys that I've lived in the most haunted place in the world for a very long time? Well, you guys can probably hear the wind blowing in the background, but that's what helps me bring these videos to life. When you can tell stories that revolve around this island where I've lived for pretty much my entire existence about ghosts and pirates and people who go missing all the time in the fog while they're out in the forest berry picking, it really helps me enhance these videos. And you guys have really presented me with a chance to become a part of the soundtrack of Descendants of Zombies and talk about your favorite stars while sharing with you my stories about what makes me a fan. Because I'm just like you. Underneath all of this, I'm just like each and every one of you, and I've just wanted to offer something special to this soundtrack because this soundtrack is incredibly beautiful, along with the stars who really bring this to life. Because I, for one, believe that no matter what constellation of stars we are looking at, we're all looking at the same one, and their stars is about to shine brighter than ever before, and I've just wanted to be a part of that. I wanted to be a part of something so special for each and every one of you and give you guys something special that at least for once in your life you could believe in. So when it came to creating and having these conversations, I was going to be that one guy who was always going to say something nice about your favorite stars, whether it be Kylie, whether it be Malia, whether it be Ruby, who you guys know I love with all of my heart because of how kind and sweet and genuine Ruby is. I think that there is never an unkind bone in Ruby's body. And I've always believed that Ruby deserves more of a chance than ever given credit for because of just how kind she is to everybody she surrounds herself with. And I've always wanted Ruby to know, and I've wanted Kylie to know, that they are forever special to me and they will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart. For not only what they've taught me as a person and an individual, making me a better person than I ever imagined or ever thought that I would become, but for what they've taught you guys. Because through Descendants and Zombies, we learned so many valuable life lessons, and we became more better friends with more people in our life than perhaps we ever wanted to give a chance to. There are so many beautiful friendships that happen because of Descendants and Zombies. And I've often credited everybody who came together as a solemn support community to show so much love and support for Descendants and Zombies because you guys gave me the honor, did me the honor of allowing me to become a part of this soundtrack. And ever since I became a part of this soundtrack, I've just wanted to offer you guys incentive that something special was about to happen for us all who may have been fans of this product for forever. I have felt more than honored to profile the careers of Kylie Cantrell and Ruby Rose Turner, and if I was ever going to say anything at all, it was going to have to be something nice. I saw Kylie Cantrell morph into this incredibly strong person, enough so that she inspired me to become a stronger person, got me back in the gym, got me exercising all the time, because I saw how strong Kylie Cantrell was. And when I was a teenager, I used to do it all the time, and it was very difficult for me to keep up with everybody that I was going to school with because there was a lot of pressure, a lot of peer pressure that I had to deal with. I never thought that I was good enough. I never thought that my life would ever amount to anything. Things weren't really going my way. And then I became a fan of Disney, and I became a bigger fan of Disney than what I was when I was 5 years old. My mom and grandmother would often encourage me to watch Disney every Sunday night. The Wonderful World of Disney, which was pretty much a movie or a special episode they would air about documentation of things that happened for Disney over the last at least 50 through 100 years. And I remember watching The Wonderful World of Disney on Sunday nights and being absolutely captivated. And then Disney came out with all these wonderful characters that I couldn't help but fall head over heels in love with and just wanted to be a part of something special because of them. I think that Disney has really demonstrated just how much further kindness can take a person in this lifetime, and it reigns true with Descendants of Zombies because it really demonstrates how much further kindness can really take you in this lifetime. I've often encouraged people to show kindness to people who never really should see a whole lot of kindness in their lifetime because there is always that one guy that you sit in front of on the school bus or in front of in the classroom, and he's always looking for someone to show some kindness to him. He may never tell you that, but the thing is he probably loves you with all of his heart. And I think that if you just turn around and say just a bunch of random things to them and just tell them how you're feeling or what you're going through, they really take something special away from that. They may never admit that to you, be with an open heart and an open mind, but that's what's so beautiful about how girls just make the world go around because everything revolves around how you feel and how you always want to make everybody happy in your life. And that's what I've admired about so many wonderful people that I've had the chance to encounter, especially within this niche. Because within this niche, there are so many kind people. The kindness that you receive from creating these videos and this content is truly uncomparable to anything that I've ever had the chance to experience. And I know that I will never, ever forget any of you for the profound impact that you've had on my heart and what you've shown me and the better person that I obviously became, because it shined through. And together we shined out all the criticism. We shined away from that criticism that was being directed towards Kylie Contrell, Malia Baker, pretty much all of them, because everybody felt differently about Descendants of Zombies. And no matter who we were, we always wanted the chance to have our stories be seen and heard by more people than ever given credit for. And that's many of the reasons why we create YouTube channels all the time, because we want to share in our passions with the world. And we only ever have one hope as content creators, and that is that more people are going to resonate through our videos and share their stories with us. And I had the chance to be a part of something so special because of how you guys felt about Descendants of Zombies. If you've ever wanted to take a chance on a franchise or believe in a franchise more than anything else in this lifetime, as a person, I think Descendants of Zombies gives you that chance. Because every character that we talk about has something special to share with the world. And I think through their individual stories, because it was never about just one story, these characters really brought something special to life for all of us and gave us a chance to really become a part of an experience like the Worlds Collide Tour, the Stars Align World Tour, and Freya Sky's case, which I am incredibly proud of Freya Sky for having to endure and having to put herself through because it paid off. The hard work and the due diligence really paid off for Freya Sky, and I've loved her ever since. From the very first moment I heard that song, Walk On Over, or The Person I Thought I Knew, those beautiful songs, she was... One thing I really appreciated about Freya Sky was her heart and her dedication, but how she could put such beautiful lyrics to beautiful melodies at such a young age. She was relatively young when she broke into this industry. She was part of the Junior European competition, and then she became a part of YTV's The Next Star. And I remember her being so proud of the moments that she had a chance to share in, and more importantly, most of all, create with each and every one of you, because you all took something special away from Freya, and I myself included took something special away from Freya. I knew she was undeniably going to be something special. She was going to be someone very special to all of our hearts and go on to have a special place reserved in our hearts for what she taught us, just to appreciate everybody that we become friends with, that become a part of our lives for often some unexplained reasons. And I think that through seeing the beautiful friendships that have kind of just happened from out of nowhere with any explanation ever being offered, because of Descendants of Zombies. That's what makes these franchises so beautiful. Because could you ever remember so many friends becoming friends because of Hannah Montana or Wizards or Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? It never seemed to happen. It did happen, but it didn't happen as often or as heavily documented as what it has for Descendants of Zombies. The higher percentage of how people bond over Descendants of Zombies is significantly higher than what it would have been if this franchise would have premiered or been a part of that generation that was captained by names such as Miley and Selena and Demi. It's really fun seeing, how Disney has really evolved, really come into its own in this sci-fi era combining Marvel and Star Wars concepts. It is so fun, and it's been such an enjoyable experience for me, really having the chance to tell these stories about how I've loved and truly honored your favorite fairy tale characters such as Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, whoever they may have been. The greatest honor of my life and the most fun that I've ever had in over 25 years, in the 25 years of my career, was having the chance to bring this channel to life for all of you. I invest a lot of interest, a lot of time, and an incredible amount of effort in bringing this YouTube channel to life. There's a lot of things that I do for this channel behind the scenes that you guys never get a chance to see. I wish I could show you, but I think that with all the effort and the incredible dedication that I've shown for this YouTube channel, I often wonder, why this YouTube channel has become everybody's favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time. And it's never taken me a degree in rocket science to figure out why this YouTube channel has become everybody's favorite. It's how I could tell this story and how I could relate to every single person who ever subscribed to this YouTube channel. And I just want to say to every girl who has ever subscribed to this YouTube channel because they saw something special in me and wanted to give me a chance, thank you so much, because you are the reason behind this YouTube channel's success, and you are the reason why I'm here. You're the reason why I'm a stronger person, why I believe in myself more, and I'm becoming stronger all the time, and having the chance to share my passion with you about Descendants of Zombies, all the merch that goes with it, all the heart and the dedication, the promotion, the PR, off the charts. You guys are incredible, and your love for the things like this YouTube channel is truly unconditional. And that's the thing that content creators really have to understand, is that the people who love Descendants of Zombies, I know the majority of them are all girls, but they will love you for forever and always because they see such passion in your voice. They hear the passion in your voice, and they see the dedication in how you bring these videos to life. It takes a whole lot more than just somebody sitting in front of a microphone with all these Descendants of Zombies posters and all this Descendants of Zombies merch to put on display. It takes somebody to speak with an open heart and an open mind, never knowing what he or she is about to say. And until you find that on YouTube, you've never really got that greater appreciation for Descendants of Zombies, because that's what every single person wants to take away from every reaction video, every review about Descendants of Zombies, is that greater appreciation. And if you can give that to somebody, if you can give them an emphatic reason to hit your subscribe button because you believe in this product just as much as what they have for the last at least 10 years, that's what makes this such an enjoyable experience and such a profound honor for me to have the chance to bring these videos to life and to give people like Ruby and Kylie more of a chance. Because if you give them more of a chance, I guarantee you, you will have no regrets and you will love them more than you ever thought possible. Because this is truly something that I can never seem to compare to anything else that I've had the chance to experience in my lifetime. And over the course of 30 years, I've had the chance to experience everything. The premiere of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the premiere of Sailor Moon, the premiere of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Scooby-Doo. I've really had the time of my life, and I've had the chance to share with you these stories that have helped me bring these channels to life. And I've hosted many YouTube channels over the years, but this has got to be the greatest honor that I've ever had when it comes to a YouTube channel. In terms of a YouTube channel and its response, the Descendants of Zombies project that I recently embarked on has really given me a great deal of joy to really bring these videos to life. And the one hope that I seem to have always had and carried with me is that somebody's going to hit my subscribe button and give me 50,000 likes because they love these videos. And that's the greatest honor that I could ever receive. It's never been about the money. It's never been because of the money that you can get from the YouTube partnership program or monetization, because I don't care if this YouTube channel ever becomes monetized. What I've always cared about and had a special place in my heart for are each and every one of you and what you get the most out of watching your videos for. Every single night, the reality of life is every single night there is somebody out there watching a Descendants of Zombies video. There's always that one girl who loves your videos so much and probably even loves you enough that they will hit your subscribe button because they appreciate what you say. And that's what makes it so worth it for me as a YouTuber to know that there's always that somebody out there who will forever support you and they will never ever quit on you. And that's the one thing I always noticed about the Descendants of Zombies niche, how incredibly strong and how passionate people felt about Descendants of Zombies. You guys have forever felt strongly about your favorite characters, and we all came together and truly created something special, and we gave back. We shut out the criticism. We took that away. We became a place for people to feel whole about Descendants of Zombies and believe in it more than ever before. And we made people feel more confident, but I could have never done this by myself because we did this together. We created something special. And I know there are people out there that kind of take exception to Disney's concepts because of how Disney promotes itself and really puts themselves out there, really throws themselves into an open water sea, never knowing what to expect from them. I remember years ago when Disney had, prided itself on original animation and classics such as 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I remember when they were receiving so much criticism, and they never imagined Disney would amount to what it will become today. It's a very different Disney than what it was 50 years ago, but Disney has considerably changed, and I think the stars are far more beautiful than perhaps ever given credit for because they are a last of a generation. Kylie and Ruby and Malia are a last of a generation. So because they are a last of a generation, they should be honored, and they should be shown profound respect because together they really brought Descendants of Zombies to life. They really enhanced it, and I had the honor to experience it. I saw the very first premiere of Descendants back on July 31st, 2015. I couldn't have felt more honored to have been a part of that with thousands of people, and bringing this channel to life became the greatest honor of my life and the most fun that I've ever had. You see the stuffies, you see all the posters in the back. It's part of my YouTube drop. I know that this YouTube channel is one of everybody's favorites because of how I've been able to tell this story and really bring this channel to life, and I hope I can continue to do it and be a part of all of your lives for many years to come. Because the way that I perceive this channel is this story never has had to be over. We still have a long way to go, and because we still have a long way to go, it gives me more of a chance to meet more people than perhaps I've ever been given credit for. I never imagined this YouTube channel would see 500 subscribers, much less 1,000, which eventually became 2,000, which eventually turned into 3,000, and now we're approaching the 4,000 subscriber milestone, which if you would love to contribute to, I would love for you to be a part of this conversation. Because I've held on to the belief that there is everybody out there who just wants their story to be told, no matter who we are, where we come from, or what our situation and or circumstances are. We just have one wish and one hope, to have the chance to have our story shared and heard and seen by more people than ever before. And that's what platforms such as this give us the opportunity to do. To have the chance to have our story heard and seen by more people than we've perhaps ever been given credit for. And I've honestly had the time of my life bringing this channel to life because I've only ever had one hope, and that was that somebody who loved Descendants of Zombies with all their heart was going to watch this YouTube channel, and they were always and forever going to come back because they wanted to hear what I was going to say next. And they always wanted to take something special away from my passion of collecting video games, because I have one of the biggest video game collections in Atlantic Canada, and I've loved sharing my versions of these stories about Cinderella, Alice in Wonderland, and truly having the opportunity to bring them to life, because that's the only hope I've ever had. You know, years ago I used to talk about a lot of things that probably never made a whole lot of sense to people on either the radio or YouTube, but this YouTube channel has become my greatest honor and my greatest project, and one that I know that will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart, because we're in this together. And as long as I've got your back, you guys will always have my back. One can only hope, because the Descendants of Zombies universe is pretty much just like a shield up against all this criticism. They will come together and they will protect you against all odds. And that's what's made this YouTube channel so fun for me as the host, is just having the chance to bring this YouTube channel together and knowing that they protect you against all odds. And that's why this YouTube channel has become so fun and such an honor for me to host. You know, every morning I look forward to these conversations, and I look forward to sharing with you my latest story about what may have happened to me that often relates to Descendants of Zombies. I've shared with you funny stories about how I thought my next door neighbors were vampires, my girlfriend may have been a vampire, even my roommate may have been a werewolf. But I told you these stories because I wanted you guys to laugh. I wanted you to have a good time while you were here on this YouTube channel, because if you may have noticed, these videos are very different from other reviewers or reviews that you may have watched on YouTube about Descendants of Zombies, and they really break down this franchise deeper than anybody's ever broken it down. It goes further and deeper than any YouTube channel ever has gone, with fun facts, trivia, behind-the-scenes facts that relate to Descendants of Zombies, funny stories. Together, we've really experienced every emotion in the book. We've cried together, we've laughed together, and we've had so much fun. And no matter where I go from here, I will never forget the profound impact that so many wonderful people had on my heart for giving me the chance to present my story for how I felt it had to be shared. And after having the chance to share this story with you guys, I've had the honor of meeting so many incredible fans, and it's something I look forward to all the time. It seems to me that every night that I record a video, I'm suffering from an itchy nose. I have no idea what causes this. I don't know if I'm suffering from unknown allergies or something, but I do apologize for that. You see me scratch my nose in every video. It's because I have this really itchy nose, and I've often asked for the cure of an itchy nose, but nobody seems to know what it is. Maybe I'm suffering from a zombie apocalypse. I really don't know. But guys, seriously, just thank you so much for being here, and most of all, thank you so much for being you, because I remember being probably about, 10 years old, and I remember having these conversations with my mom. I said, Mom, you know something? I don't think I ever have the chance to see enough kind people in this world. And she just always used to say, give it time. And 25 and a half years later, I know no more than I ever have that there are more kinder people found within the Descendants of Zombies niche than perhaps ever given credit for. And I have the honor of sharing this story with you guys that obviously captivated more people than I perhaps ever been given credit for. This has become the greatest honor of my life, and I want you guys to know that you have played a significant role in the superstar that I became. I've always had this dream of wanting to go down in history for having been remembered as a legend, and I never had any idea how I was ever going to do it. Telling you stories about how I thought alien invasions were real and how zombie apocalypses could happen at any given moment. But that's what allowed me to bring this YouTube channel to life and share with you this incredible story that will go on to captivate thousands, if never millions of people. And having made this their favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel, just know this. From wherever you're watching this video tonight, or forever how passionate you feel about Descendants of Zombies, thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this soundtrack and allowing me the honor of lending my voice to such incredible people like Clarke, who are forever fearless, forever strong, and indestructible. They've become indestructible and stronger than ever before by their gym regimens, and how strongly you've made them feel, and how strongly they've made me feel, because obviously I became a stronger person because of what Descendants of Zombies taught me. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this experience. A life-changing experience indeed for me and many others who have had the chance to share with you their theories and thoughts of what's going to happen next, what's coming next, what's going to happen in Descendants of Zombies. Nobody may ever seem to know what's about to happen in Descendants of Zombies, but that's what makes this franchise so unpredictable and so fun to profile and really bring to life. I wish more YouTube content creators would take the chance on bringing this franchise to life, because I've really had the time of my life. From wherever you're watching this video tonight, or however you feel about Descendants of Zombies, however passionate you felt about merch and collecting it, or the Descendants of Zombies Worlds Collide Tour, the Stars Align World Tour, and Freya Sky's concerned, thank you guys so much for being the people that you are. Thank you so much, most of all, for being you, because there's only and forever always been one you, and that's the one thing I've always wanted you to take away from this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for feeling so strongly about Descendants of Zombies and help. Thank you so much for having made this YouTube channel one of the strongest forces in the world, stronger than it's ever been, through subscribing, through liking the videos, and most of all being you, because there's forever and always only been one you, and it's become the greatest honor of my life having the chance to host this show for thousands, if never millions of people who love Descendants of Zombies deep within their hearts, with all of their hearts, forever and always. Thank you so much for allowing me the chance to bring this show to life and to be a part of these everyday conversations that we have every day and every single night. We will pick up this conversation bright and early tomorrow morning between 8:35 and 9:05 a.m. Until then, keep me in your heart as I will keep you in mine, and we will resume this conversation bright and early tomorrow morning, revolving around everything related to Descendants of Zombies. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time, and most of all, forever and always, thank you so much for having watched this video.